Hi, my name is Paul Forno. I'm a managing director at Deloitte Digital. We're the largest digital agency in the world, and we help companies create, design, implement digital systems, especially around the front office. And we have 6 digital studios here in the US and 30 around the world, and we help companies really transform and take advantage of all of the opportunities out there today. So e-commerce, that's been around since one of the first purchases for e-commerce in 1994 was a Sting CD. And the way we define it is being able to order over the internet via a browser or a mobile app that uses the HTTP protocol and sends those transactions and then ships the product to you, right? And so there's a lot of different types of e-commerce companies. One, you could be a retailer that also has stores and that also does e-commerce, that will send packages to you. And some of those retailers actually you can pick up products in store, or they'll provide shipments out of their store. So they're based on people who have bricks and mortar. There's a lot of different permutations on how they will ship e-commerce shipments to you. On the other side, there's pure play players that only sell online. Like traditionally, and I was gonna say the classic example is Amazon, but now they've got more brick and mortar, but there's many other players out there that are just sell online, right? And they just have a warehouse and they'll make the shipments out there. And then another area that you'll see some marketplaces. A marketplace might be, it's not just one company selling, multiple companies selling. So if you look at Amazon, that's one of the largest marketplaces in the US. And little known fact that 2/3 of all the revenue that goes through Amazon is actually by companies selling that aren't Amazon. And so there's other third-party sellers that are on there selling. And then for small, medium-sized businesses, one of the biggest platforms is Shopify, and they're using that platform, and you might have your own store and sell little products, especially if you're just getting started. A lot of people, it's pretty easy now to start up your own store and create a little Shopify store. It's kind of funny, I'm now the old guy in tech, right? And so I've rode this wave, and I can just kind of share a little bit about the e-commerce, right? When I first started doing e-commerce 20 years ago, it was like, guys, this is big, trust me, it's gonna be super big. Yeah. Go off and do this little thing, and at that point it was kind of like an innovation opportunity, right? And then it evolved, and I remember even talking to limited brands, and they treated e-commerce like store number 343, right? They literally treated it like a store, very separated channels. And so as you go through this life cycle, we've gotten to the point where, in the last few months, I've gone from being the e-commerce guy, e-commerce is super big, to, hey guys, retail's not going away, okay? E-commerce is always gonna be big, but it's not gonna be everything. So it's funny how I've gone through the hype life cycle of e-commerce, and now we're at, prime, everybody's all into it, and I have to be the voice of reason, e-commerce isn't everything, and I'm the e-commerce guy, right? Retail's here, it's all good, we need to balance all those things. I've seen, and we've talked about Web 1.0 and Web 2.0, and there's so many opportunities that are out there, not only on the current platforms of selling e-commerce and digital and technical and helping companies be successful. What I'm super excited about is all these new things, where people are talking about Web 3.0, the content creator economy, right? Being out there, metaverses, being able to be out there in this 3D world, and having new content and selling and creating in those areas. But also, as you get into the whole crypto and creative economy, there's so much still to be done. We're at, you know, Amazon used to joke that they're still on day one of e-commerce. Well, if you think about technology, I think we're in still the first hour. And so there's so many opportunities. Anybody with any technology can find an awesome career and goal if you jump onto this wave.